Boosh, what's up guys, it's Ben back again with another video. We're going to be going over the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, unboxing, and my first impressions. Let's get into it. AI glasses are making their way into the mainstream, and I thought I need to try these and see if I can get a use for them. I decided to go with the Ray-Ban Meta glasses because I'm seeing them everywhere, and I figure might as well give them a shot. So I did do an unboxing of the glasses, but I couldn't do it in my normal unboxing area. I ended up actually doing the unboxing at Lens Crafters. The guy who helped me out, really cool guy, asked me if I wanted to film because he knew that I did YouTube, and he let me film the unboxing. So in the box, you get the charging case, which charges with USB-C. You also get the Get Started guide and the safety warranty booklet and a microfiber cleaning cloth, which has the Ray-Ban Meta logo embossed on it. There is no charging cable. I guess they assume that you're just going to be using the same charger that you use for your phone or your headphones. The charging case is made of this faux leather that actually looks really cool. It would be nice if there were other options for color or what it's made out of, because I know not everyone out there likes leather. If you watched my 2025 EDC video, you would know that I'm not one of them. I love leather. The charging case has an indicator light that doubles as the magnet that latches the case closed. There's also a pairing button on the very back that you use to pair the glasses to your phone. When doing the pairing process in the store, I did have a little bit of an issue. I didn't actually realize that you needed the glasses in the case to be able to pair the glasses, but now looking back, it kind of does make sense. The charging case acts the same as like an AirPods case or really any wireless earbuds case. The case holds a charge, and if you need to charge the glasses, then you put them in the case and then they'll charge. And Meta claims that you can get up to 32 hours of use of the glasses if your case is fully charged. They also state that you can get your glasses charged up to 50% in a 22-minute period. When you open the charging case, you're greeted with the glasses sitting in the case, of course. When you pull the glasses out of the case, you'll see that the glasses are sitting on a bridge supported by metal prongs. And this is how the glasses charge. The prongs inside the case connect to little contacts that are built into the bridge of the glasses. During the initial setup of the glasses, you're going to be prompted to download the Meta AI app. If you've been a viewer of the channel for a while now, you would know my opinions on AI. I think it's dumb, but I've recently found a good use for AI, and that's with coding, but that's not what this video is about. If that's something that you're interested in though, let me know in the comments down below. I can make a whole video about it. When you make your account on the Meta app, the app is going to have you sign in with your Facebook account because that's how everything gets linked. You'll go ahead and go through the step-by-step process of pairing and linking all the accounts, and then the glasses will update to the latest firmware, and then you're all set. You could choose whether or not you want to have your glasses linked to your Instagram or Facebook, or even have it read off notifications from your phone like text messages. I personally had the notification feature turned on, so whenever I got a text message, it would tell me, and I ended up ultimately turning off that feature because it got really annoying. The Meta app is also the place where you'll access the photos and videos that you take with the glasses. Which brings me to my next point, the specs of the glasses. The camera on the glasses is a 12 megapixel ultra wide that as of right now, you can only shoot in vertical for short form content or stories for your various social media platforms. On the left-hand side of the glasses, you have the camera, and on the right-hand side of the glasses, you have an indicator light, which if you're going to capture a photo, it will flash a white light, or if you're going to do a recording, it will blink that white light. There's an indicator light on the inside of the glasses on the right-hand side that tells you when you're recording, as well as when you take a picture. It'll blink white when it's recording and flash white when it's taking a picture. It also blinks white when you're connecting to your phone, and then it'll blink green when it's finally connected. After the glasses are done connecting to your phone, it'll tell you what the battery life is on the glasses, and then you're good to go. Inside the app, you can customize the settings for the length of recording, which as of right now, 15, 30, 60 seconds, and 3 minutes are your options. And the glasses come already preset at 3 minutes. I actually really like this feature because when I was out doing a photo shoot for my fiance's graduation, I set it to record and actually forgot that I was recording. It automatically turned off, and now I have a 3-minute long recording. There's a button on the top right side of the glasses. You press it once to take a picture, or you press and hold to take a video. You can also say the words, "Hey Meta," and say take a photo or take a picture, and then that'll give you the ability of doing it hands-free. Also, you can ask Meta questions, which is sort of like their big selling point of the glasses. I've mainly used this feature for asking about what the weather's going to be, and when I was in the the middle of that photo shoot. I forgot what side the tassel was supposed to be on before the graduation, and Meta glasses told me, so I didn't have to pull out my phone and look. Below the button on the right-hand side of the glasses, there is a hidden touchpad where you can slide your finger forward to turn up the volume or slide it back to turn down the volume. You can also tap to pause or play the music that you might be listening to. There's also 2 speakers at the bottom of the frames that direct the sound into your ear, and there are also 5 microphones that are around the glasses to help with phone calls or audio recordings. A new feature that just came out last week for these glasses is live translation. Basically, if you're having a conversation with someone who doesn't speak your language, they can speak their language to you, and the glasses will repeat it back to you, but in your native language. I've yet to try this feature, but I'm excited to get the opportunity to try it. The glasses are IPX4 water resistant, which means that they can basically take small splashes or a little bit of rain, but you need to dry them off as soon as possible. They're not like a cell phone where you can practically leave them in water and they'll be perfectly fine. Don't actually do that. I never trust electronics in water. Meta also claims that you can get 4 hours of use out of the glasses when they're fully charged. I personally haven't gotten the glasses to 0% yet, and I think that's because I only use them as sunglasses, and when I'm indoors, I don't wear them because I think I would look weird wearing sunglasses inside. Okay, now that we gotten the specs out of the way, I'm gonna give you my initial impressions of these glasses. The glasses are pretty cool, and they work for what they were designed to do, which in my mind is to be an extension of your phone, so you don't have to pull your phone out in order to get information or take a video or take a photo. Also, the first thing I did after I got the glasses while I was walking out to my truck was make a phone call to my fiance to ask her what she thought about how the microphone sounded on the phone call. She said that they sounded normal, and in some cases better than talking on a regular phone. And I've also taken many other phone calls while wearing the glasses, and no one seemed to notice that big of a difference if there even was one. I can tell you that in the week that I've been using these glasses, I haven't used my AirPods very often, and I really enjoy the music listening experience when it comes to these glasses. The bass is not very heavy at all because I think it would be hard for them to direct the bass into your ears since they don't really cover your ears and they're just small speakers going into your ears. With AirPods, you have a transparency mode, which is actually the best transparency mode that I've ever experienced, and I would say the second best transparency mode would be these glasses because your ears are open to the sound around you and they're not covered. Meta also claims that the open ear headphone design on the glasses produce sound that only you, the person who is wearing them, can hear it. From my experience, that really depends on the volume you have the glasses set at. Just a couple of days ago, I was barbecuing listening to the Colin and Samir podcast, and I was told by my fiance that she could hear what I was listening to. Now, she was about 6 feet away from me, and I think that I had the volume at about 75%. But being that the speakers on the glasses are just directed into your ear and they're not covering your ears and they're not bone conduction, it makes sense why people around you can still hear what you're listening to. Also, the glasses have wear detection built into it, so if you take the glasses off, it'll pause the music or podcast that you're listening to. You put them back on, and it will resume where you left off. And I'll tell you one thing that I'm not a big fan of these glasses, and that is the placement of where the button is. Because when I pull them out of the case or I'm putting them on from them sitting on a table, I always find myself accidentally pressing the button. I have to be mindful of where my hands are when I'm grabbing them so I don't activate the photo or video mode by accident, which I've done many times in the week that I've had it. One thing that I was really excited to have is the ability to do POV shots for videos when I'm doing an unboxing on the fly or filming my vlogs on my other channel. The only problem that I have is the fact that it only shoots in vertical mode. Now, I get that short form content is becoming king, but a lot of people like me still do a lot of long form content, and it would be really nice to be able to record in landscape mode for when I'm going off-roading, so I don't have to strap a GoPro to my chest or on my head when I'm driving. But I have used the glasses to capture photos of me taking photos, or when filming B-roll for this video, when I was painting my door. I also got these in sunglasses, but they have a bunch of other options like clear or transitions.
Yeah, I'm wearing my sunglasses inside so that I can film myself painting.
I do find myself wishing that I got transition lenses so that I could wear them inside, but after the experience that I've had in the past with transition lenses, I haven't been that big of a fan. To me, they never get dark enough, and when they go clear, they always have a slight tint, so they never get fully clear. I don't know, maybe the tech has gotten better, but I'm not sure. What I can tell you is I'm going to revisit these glasses in another video and going over my personal experience in a little bit more depth in a why buy video, just like I did for the Apple TV and the iPad. As for my initial impressions of the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, I think they're a really cool piece of tech. Do I think that they're a necessity? Absolutely not. Can I see where the tech is going in the future? Yeah, I can see a future for them. I think that smart glasses actually have a pretty big future because they're getting so popular. Especially looking at what Google has going on right now and the rumors around the new Apple glasses, which I don't know when those are going to be coming out or if they ever will. But when I come out with my full review, I'll let you know my final opinions. But as of right now, that's where I sit. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think. Do you already own the Meta glasses? What's your experience with them? Are you wanting to purchase them but are kind of holding back? Let me know in the comments. I'm always down there responding to people and I would really like to know your guys' opinions. Anyways, guys, that's where I'm going to leave it. If you like this video, give it a like. If you really like this video, hit that subscribe button and consider joining the family. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay classy.